Welcome back to the channel and to another daily dose of 5 things you might not know. This, as always, is the 101. If you missed any of the previous episodes, check them out in the series playlist, link in the description. And with that said, let's get this one underway with episode number 11 of 5 things you might not know about WWE 2K19. First up today, a potentially lesser known piece of commentary. So as we know, this year's game features a ton of unique commentary that occurs when certain superstars face off in the ring. One bit of commentary that you might not know about occurs when you do Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. The commentary gives a brief overview of their past matches, and overall gives a nice touch to any Hardy versus Hardy matchups.
They have seen unparalleled success as a tag team, but Matt Hardy and his brother Jeff have also competed against each other on multiple occasions too.
It always seems as though Matt is the driving force behind every instance of the Hardy Boys splitting. He demanded their first match in 2001, betrayed Jeff in 2002, and even challenged Jeff to a WrestleMania match in 2009.
Way back in this timeline, the two of you discussed about how often Matt Hardy has deleted the obsolete mule known as Brother Nero. I've even heard tales of epic clashes between Matt and Jeff on the sacred grounds of the Hardy compound.
I really have no idea what you were talking about just then, Corey, but I will point out that Jeff has come out on top most times the brothers faced off, though Matt did have the biggest win in an Extreme Rules match at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
From one great tag team to another, as we're going from the Hardys to the legendary Hart Foundation. So as we know, this great tag team have been in the series now for many years. But what you might not know is that in 2K19 they finally have their own tag team animations, but by default, for whatever reason, this team isn't actually together. This can easily be fixed in the edit section, then giving them their new animations, which include both entrance and winning scene. Next up, we are talking bonus catching finishers. Now, as we covered last year with the then new carry system, by catching your opponent off a dive, you can transition into one of your moves, for example, certain finishers. Now only certain finishers worked in the system, and what you might not know is that in 2K19, as a new feature, all these moves are now listed together in this year's movesets. So you can either set these moves as actual carry moves, or alternatively use this list as a guide, then set your moves as either signatures or finishers. In terms of new additions, this year there is only one, which is the brand new Powerbomb Lung Blow Up. But as far as bonus catching finishers go, this one is pretty badass. Speaking of badass moves, we have now got another, as next up we have got a badass Stun Up. Now, as we know, Lince Dorado is a brand new superstar for this year's roster, and he features a bunch of brand new awesome moves. But what you might not know is that one of his trademark moves is actually a new move for the game, but it does not feature on his moveset by default. So this forgotten move we're talking about is the Handspring Stun Up, which can be found in the springboard section. As this move can't be set as a finisher, you can set it as an in-ring springboard. And yet, just a great move for Lince Dorado, which is a new move you might not have known existed in this year's game. And last up today, a returning one from last year's series that is still a handy thing to know, as we have got entrance attires in actual matches. Now, as we know, certain attire parts are exclusive to entrances and can't be used to actually wrestle in. But with this easy method, this is now possible. So all you do is go to the edit section and make your second attire a manager attire. Then copy over the entrance gear from the first slot that you want to wrestle in to the ring gear in the second slot. Then go to attire type and change it to superstar. From there, accept this first screen but then back out, and do not save it, and with that you should be good to go. Using this method, you can now wrestle in whatever you want to, whether that be Ric Flair's trademark robe, the monstrous Vader helmet. Or just like in 2K18, even the Gobbledygooker. And with that one, that finishes up episode number 11. So let me know in the comments if any of today's featured 5 things were new for you. And as always, if you enjoyed today's episode, then a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned to the channel for another episode of the series coming very, very soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.